We're starting a new unit today. This is actually going to be our last unit in math for the year. And that's the unit on fractions. We'll talk about what fractions are in a second. But the goal is I can determine if shapes are divided into equal shares. Hello, I heard that you have been learning about shapes. Is that true? Great. Today we're going to be cutting shapes into parts. Take a look at this pizza. Yummy. We can divide this pizza into parts to share with friends. We should make them equal parts. So think about if you were sharing it with friends and you all wanted the same amount, you would have to cut them equally so everyone got the same sized piece. Okay, notice right here, it's cut into two equal shares. This piece is the same size as this piece. If we cut it again this way, now we have 4 equal shares. Each piece is the same size. So when we're talking about fractions, that's what we mean. Fractions are just looking at the number of equal shares. So we're sharing this with 4 people. And we call them equal shares because, again, they're all the same length. They're all the same size. Sometimes we may cut the pizza into shares that are not equal. So you can see right here, it's also cut into 4 pieces, but notice they're not the same size. This one with the big crust, this one almost no crust, and these are really thin. And then this, whoever gets this person is the lucky one. They get the biggest piece. So even though this is in 4 shares, they're not equal. They're not the same. That's what we're going to be doing today. We're going to be looking at if a shape is cut into equal shares or not equal shares. And that's what this first question says here. Does the picture below show equal shares? And again, by that means, are all these parts the same? And the answer is yes. These squares are all about the same. How about the circle? All right, obviously, this is not in equal shares. These 2 are tiny, and these 2 are huge. So the answer is no. How about this circle? Yes, these 2 are the same. They're both the same size, 2 equal shares. Is this equal shares? Obviously it's not. If this was a candy bar and you got this big piece, you'd be pretty happy. But if you got this tiny piece, you would not be so happy. So no, not equal shares. How about the circle? Yes, it is 4 equal shares. They're all the same. How do we feel? This lesson's really not too hard. All right, and then it says here, make a flag with 4 equal shares. So go ahead and get your Show Me out or a piece of paper to draw this on. That's what I'm getting right now, getting my iPad out. And again, it says make a flag with 4 equal shares. Now, there's a few ways you could do this. See if you can come up with one of them. Draw the flag and then cut it into 4 equal shares. All right, well, here's what I'm going to do. Draw the flag. One way to do it is if I cut it in half, that's 2 equal shares. Then this way, 1, 2, 3, 4 equal shares. Another way I could have done it would be doing 4 equal shares this way. I mean, my picture's not perfect, but ideally you'd have 1, 2, 3, 4 shares that are the same way, same size. You could do the same thing, but going up and down with your lines. Again, my picture's not perfect, but you can hopefully see 4 equal shares. That's what I meant to draw. How many equal shares is this shape cut into? So take a look at that and see if you can figure out how many equal shares it is cut into. And it shouldn't have been too hard to figure out. There's obviously 1, 2, 3, 4. So the correct answer is C, 4. And that's it.